nicknamed his son Catbox because he lived in the basement next to the Catbox. Okay, we are back here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Radio Program.
There we go. Shout out to the Star Maker, Kenny Bolin.
Star Maker Bolin.
My hero.
We need to get Star Maker back on the show.
Oh, he's awesome. We got some mentions on a thing. I was listening to one of his little live casts he does on Facebook, and he mentioned us, and it was hilarious.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, he ripped us, but it was fun. It was just so much fun that he remembered us. So
good old Star Maker.
Here,
now,
you need to tag Kenny on that one so he sees that. He knows I'm still his fanboy.
Let's see if, and I don't know, we'll see if he picks the phone up. I don't think he will.
He's pretty big on football, so he may
not.
No,
we were supposed to have a porn guest on at the top of the hour.
Was that the one you...
Meme Freak, but I don't know if he will pick the horn up.
I thought you were talking about Kenny. I didn't know Kenny did porn, gosh. No. I mean, he is the Star Maker. So.
He is the Star Maker. So. But I don't know what the hell's going on there.
That's different. How? No, just kidding. Usually that's me, but...
Let's call our Redondo Beach individual.
Redondo Beach. Sounds like something you'd hear on a documentary or something. No, down in Redondo Beach. We were
Redondo Beach, California. Hello.
Let's watch Jim as he tries to subdue that alligator, and I'm here.
There he is. Curtis. Hello, Curtis. Sorry about that, sir. I was just giving you a holler.
Hey.
Sorry about that. We were talking to LSP and our in studio guest, and I looked at the clock, and I'm like, God damn it. So we are now calling you now.
Okay, sure, yeah, I can talk. So I'm glad we could connect today.
Yes, we are talking with our next guest here. We're going to be chatting with. And I'm going to butcher your last name.
Yeah, it usually happens.
It's Curtis Fornadley?
Fornadley. Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow, good job, dude.
He is with us today here on Skype audio, and we have got Sleep coming up here in a few moments. He is our other rapper. He was they stepped outside to take a smoke break of hopefully not hallucinogens. But even if they did, I live in a local drug-infested neighborhood, so that's fine. We have Curtis with us today. Now, Curtis, tell us a little bit about yourself, my friend.
Well, I'm from Los Angeles, near the beach areas, born and raised, and been a musician and crazy about music and guitars since I was 11. And as a solo artist, I've released 5 records, and last October I released my latest, which is called Resonance. And so I'm hitting the warpath, getting the word out about the new record, and trying to get people to check it out and and hopefully enjoy it.
So how did you get started doing this music thing?
Oh, I don't know. It started like around, 9 or 10. There was kids in the neighborhood that had instruments, and, music was, kind of a center point for a lot of stuff, listening to records and stuff, and I just kind of got enticed into wanting to learn something, and, a couple kids in the neighborhood had electric instruments, and I went to my parents and said I want to learn electric guitar, and my dad said, well, here, we got this old acoustic guitar that we got in Tijuana. You can play that. So that was my first.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, so I used this instead. So I had to kind of prove myself on that before I could move on to making noise with electric guitars.
Hell of a deal. And so you actually, I was looking at your email address. Do you sell guitars, manufacture guitars? What is...
No. There's actually, I've had some confusion. If you go to Curtis Guitar, that's me. Curtis Guitars is a whole other person that is a luthier that makes guitars. So if you want to visit me, don't put an S on the end. I'm at curtisguitar.com. you may have gone to Curtis Guitars and saw like I'm making instruments or something.
Yes, I was just like, what the hell's going on here?
No.
God, a great guest with us today. Now, if people want to find you online, if they want to get your stuff, or they want to, you know, see what you're up to, or what have you, how do they do that exactly?
At going to curtisguitar.com.
There you go.
And I have links to all my social media and everything there. You know, YouTube and Twitter are the main ones, and Facebook. Those are the main ones I use. It's tough to keep up with all of the ones that appear. It seems at a regular basis, but those are the main ones, and they all are off that address.
That's awesome. curtisguitar.com.
Yeah, right.
And tell us a little bit about some of your music here, because we're over at your website. We're gonna play some of your music.
Okay, great. Yeah. So my main focus is on basically guitar-driven music, because that's the main thing, kind of the focal point. A lot of it is instrumental music, kind of in the tradition of like Jeff Beck or Eric Johnson. I do have a few vocal tracks here and there, but the other kind of theme with it is I tend to like a lot of different kinds of music, so I mix up some different genres. So you hear elements of jazz or blues or surf or hard rock, all of those different things together. So that's kind of a quick summary of it, you know. And it's one of those things where, you know, as a listener, I like kind of a variety type of stuff. And so, especially in an album context, I want to keep things interesting, you know, because you know, I don't tend to like records that where all the tracks start to blend and sound the same. So on this particular record, I mean, it goes from one extreme where I do a solo jazz guitar version of a Pat Metheny song to to a tune that could, you know, borders on metal in Daddy Long Legs.
Is it cold out there?
So those are kind of two different extremes. And then there's some psychedelic elements like you would find in Pink Floyd or some of the Jimi Hendrix stuff.
That's awesome.
Along with it.
Well,
you know,
we're gonna play some of your music here real quick.
okay.
Instant Caramel.
Yep.
A little bit about this, and I'll play this.
So basically, the vibe, the groove on that tune is kind of inspired by a Jeff Beck, maybe period. When I am writing instrumental stuff around time helped give me a title. And so my son, who he was at school, and he said, "Yeah, my teachers were playing some Beatles music for us." So what song was it? It was called Instant Caramel. And I'm like, that's that play out in Karma, which is the Beatles tune. So I'm going to take that and use that as a song. So
well, here we go. We're going to play this. And still to come, we've got our in-studio guest, Sleep. We'll talk to him here in just a few moments. But here is Instant Caramel. The world. Jiggy Jaguar Radio. Instant Caramel. It is a funky instrumental rock tune. And here in a few moments, we're going to talk to Sleepy. On the site right now is Curtis from CurtisGuitars.com. Don't go to CurtisGuitars.com. Don't go to that one.
Right, go singular.
That's right.
Go singular.
Yep.
Not possessive.
You're educating folks today, John.
I'm kind of a smart ass, so sorry.
Literally a smart ass.
Kind of.
I don't know. You need an apostrophe in there, I think, for that, right?
Well, it depends. If you're making it possessive, yes. And if you're making it a plural, no. So.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you're talking more than one guitar, that would be guitars. Or if that's their last name and it's possessive, like this is Curtis Guitars chair, then you'd be right. But it'd have to have the apostrophe.
I mean, part of why I did that is since my last name is so difficult to pronounce, I had made a decision years ago, to just kind of leave that off. But actually, on this record, it's the first time I'm actually including my last name on it. Just, but mainly because there's other people that it's a big world, and with the internet, there's other artists that just use the name Curtis. And so I can pretty much guarantee that there's probably only one Curtis Fornadley in the whole world. Well,
that's recording, yeah, I'd probably say so.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the motivation there.
I liked your music, dude. It was good. It was just nice, relaxing, chilled out, kind of.
Yeah, so that's one flavor of the record where you kind of got that kind of groove thing happening, right? And so it runs the gamut of different things on there. Like I said, I think there's two vocal tracks on there, El Rio and Sitting in the Sun. But everything else is instrumental.
Yeah, but your music would be perfect. Just, you're at like one of those like bars or something, and you're just sitting around with your friends, just chilling, having a few drinks. Your music would be perfect in the background like that. So. Yeah.
Well, one other, since a lot of what I do is instrumental, another avenue that I use for my music is I actively work with production music for film and TV.
That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I noticed when we were playing that, I'm like, this would be great, like, talk-over music for a radio station.
Bumper music. And...
Yeah. And so, like, the tracks...
Or we could have rappers freestyle to it. I don't know how they'd be able to... Well, the two we've got in studio would be able to pull it off. Most of them that come through here wouldn't be able to, but go ahead. I didn't mean to stop
I was going to say, Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, that track on there, that's been featured on Pawn Stars, if you know that show that's on History Channel. They've used that.
That's cool.
And there's a couple other tracks on there that have actually had placements already. So that's because usually for film and TV, if you have a vocal track, they always ask you, hey, by the way, we need an instrumental version of this because, if there is dialogue, dialogue over actual voice doesn't always work. So
it's a hell of a deal, my friend. Hell of a deal. Now, before we let you go, what do you have coming up this rest of the year, leading into the new year?
Well, I've got a couple of gigs with my band and a couple other bands I play in another fusion band. So I'm always looking for work. I'm doing a couple solo gigs. I have a whole set that I can do solo as well, and then just promoting the record, getting the word out, and and trying to make it happen.
Well, good stuff. Good stuff, my friend. I appreciate you making time. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. All right, you guys have a good weekend here.
Definitely. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Okay,
that, of course, Curtis Guitar. Go to CurtisGuitar.com. The plural.
Not the plural, the possessive, just the singular.
Singular. There we go.
Proper pronunciation.
Proper pronunciation.
Enunciation, pronunciation, same thing.
Now,